Buenos dias from Spain. We are back again in the wonderful cycling paradise of Mallorca. Just spent a week out here with a couple of dons, a couple of good mates that I have met through like social media and various sporting events. We got ourselves a little villa. Well, it was a massive villa actually, just outside Palencia at a pool. We all had our own room. It was a beautiful little base to get a week of training in with them lot. Been sensational, done all sorts of stuff, done all the classic routes, the garage loop, did the Pig Major descent, like, whoa, that 14-kilometre Pig Major descent is just different, mate. Also did myself a Sa Calobra effort, led out by 3 of them. Absolutely paced it to perfection. It was such a sporadic little effort. We were going up it, well they were going up it at their pace and I was sort of clinging on a little bit. And about 20 minutes in I decided I'm already on the limit, I might as well push it a little more, and we ended up going for a proper effort. And I managed to sub 40 up Sa Calobra, 272 watts for 39 minutes and 30 seconds, which is good going, you know, in the middle of a training week as well. We didn't taper for it. So I was on fatigue legs, but I was very gassed with that effort. I think it helps as well when you're getting led out by people like that as well. Yeah, I ended up at the top of Sa Calobra, absolutely blowing out my arse, but got a good time, so it's all worth it.
Sub 40!
I feel this shit.
Yeah, I bet. Take a sec.
Sadly, them I've all had to go home now, so I have just relocated into this new little one-bed gaff. Not quite the same as the villa we were in out in Palencia, but it's still good enough to do me for the next couple of days. So I'm going to be riding out by myself, maybe go and meet up with a couple of people, and then we are going to the Zwift Community Live event, basically like an in-person, real-life Zwift event, the first of their kind. I've never done anything like that before. Very kindly got the invite out here, so I'm going to bring you along with that and see what that one's all about. Had a pretty mad few weeks actually. I've been out filming in Roubaix with Van Rysel and Sigma Sports for the launch of the new Van Rysel RCR-F. She's like their all-out aero race bike. That was pretty cool. Got to go to the Van Rysel HQ again, pick up the bike, and then the video is all about me like riding it back from Roubaix to the Sigma Sports store in Hampton Wick in London. Got to ride on the cobbles, got some really cool footage. We had like a media moto involved, and I think that video will probably be out at this point once you're watching this actually, so I'll link it in the description because hopefully it'll be interesting. There's enough yapping for now. Let me prep the bike because we are going to go out for a little bit of a ride. The weather is too perfect to not get out. Clear blue skies, boiling hot. Put the sun cream on. Let's get out to the Lighthouse route or something, just a little 40k to end the week. And then we can go over the actual training week I've had because it's just been massive, man. It's like world tour numbers. Oh. Right, making our way Sa Calobra. It's like the first time you need to go up to get to Formentor, which is the Lighthouse. Gorgeous little climb, about 3k. Not too steep, just about right. Look at this. So many cyclists out here, it's wild. The difference between now, like the end of March to the start of Jan, I think when I went, or at the end of Jan, I was basically the only person on the island in Jan. Now there are thousands of cyclists on the road, cars, buses, like a different place. Right, we made it to the top, a little bit off my PR. Wasn't really going for that though then, to be fair. Got ourselves a really nice little descent now down to the coast level. Before we have to climb again, back up to Formentor, the Lighthouse. I can see the wind in the distance, man. It's going to be a sketchy one. Blowing a gale. It's been like this for the past few days, but it is what it is. Let's get down there. Nah, I actually don't fancy this at all. It is howling wind. It's shaking my bike about and that. Not worth it. I'm going to go and find somewhere a little bit flatter on, or inland a little bit more where it's more sheltered, because this is no bueno. Look at the view though. It is nice. You can see the waves down there, they ain't looking good, bruv. Only 16k in, and I just ain't feeling it. Not feeling it. I might just wrap it up at 20, do a couple more kilometres on the flat, go home, rest, recover, start again. It's a new week tomorrow, and I want to have another big training week, so I might just go and chill for the rest of the afternoon. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not doing well. Not doing well at all. I had a really bad night's sleep. I was up in the night, cold sweats, my stomach is in knots. I don't feel good. This isn't how I wanted to start the week. It's so nice outside too. I think I'm gonna have to just chill for the day. I'm gonna try again tomorrow. Just not feeling good at all.
There's simply no way I can stay inside when it's like this. It's so nice outside. It's about 18 degrees, a little bit windy, but there ain't a cloud in the sky. I'm gonna have to go out. Just gonna try the garage loop, 60k, be about 2.5 hours, easy. Right, I'm plugging my way up for Menia right now. Really quiet compared to the prior times I've been on this. Be about my 6th time up it in the last 8 days. So one of the good things about riding with people who are better than you on a bike is you learn quite a lot. For example, before this week, I didn't even realise you're going to brake before the corner and roll on through. I've been braking on the corners like an absolute grade A noob. Just at the top of Sabatala now. It's one of my favourite climbs actually, but I'm descending down it today for some reason, not sure why. I'm going to grab a brew at the bottom. There's a beautiful little cycling cafe there, so get down here. It's a really nice little descent actually. There's a couple of hairpins and then it opens up a little bit and it leaves a sound. just outside the little cafe now. It's a really nice little place, this. Proper like quintessential Spain, the yellow buildings and that. I wish everyone could experience riding a bike in a place like this. It's a different sport to the UK. The road surface is all perfect, traffic's pretty quiet, broadly speaking. Don't feel like I'm constantly stressed that I'm going to hit a pothole and come off or get hit by an angry driver. It's just a different sport, man. Plan for the rest of the day, just relax. Got a bit of admin I need to do, emails and that. I've also applied for sponsorship with MV Wheels. I want some new wheels and they're good enough for Tadej Pogacar, they're good enough for me, so I'll see if I can get anything with them. Right, today we have got ourselves a little group ride again. We're going meeting some new people, riding with two lads from Germany, two German triathletes, Yannis and Lucas. They seem pretty sick, so they're out here, thought we'd go for a group ride together. It's funny because when I first started cycling, I did not want to ride in groups. I found it very stressful when trying to concentrate on the roads, especially in the UK, just trying to concentrate on not hitting a pothole or crashing and someone was trying to talk to you. I just found that mad overstimulating, and I think it was probably due to a lack of confidence on the bike and that, but nowadays I feel a lot more comfortable on the bike. Group rides are actually something that I'm really enjoying. I mean, like I said, last week was just boss. With 6 or 7 of us, I think going out with a couple of us now today should be pretty nice as well. We've got another absolute Bobby Dazzler of a day. Beautiful sunshine, wind is low, no clouds in the sky. We are going to hit up Sa Calobra, no efforts today, just a chill little stint up it, taking the scenes and that, because I've not even been up it this trip without having a dig, so I want to just see what it's all about. Just realised I haven't touched on the bike at all this video. I'm running the Van Rysel RCR Pro in case you were not aware. Recent upgrades include the Continental Grand Prix 5000 STR tyres. Now this is the first time I was trying them. I got loaned a pair of wheels the other week and they came with the GP 5000s on and they were phenomenal. So I sent the wheels back to the guys who loaned them out to me, but I had to go and cop a pair of the GP 5000s. These are 32mm as well. 32mm, big boys. I'm not really sure as to why I chose 32mm, other than they were the only ones available in the shop that I bought them from, just like a little local bike shop near me, and I couldn't be arsed waiting to order the 30s, so it is what it is actually. I think I've been pretty comfortable so far. I just feel a little more secure on the roads on the 32s. Well, I say that, but I have had 3 punctures this trip, but I do think that was partly bad luck because I had a shard of metal enter the tyre and I didn't realise, so I kept putting new inner tubes in and then they would just pop or slow puncture. And I thought it was the tyre's fault, but it was my fault because I just didn't remove this shard of metal when I was changing the inner tubes. I know I need to go tubeless. We'll do it when I get back. I've been saying this for months now, but we will get it done when I go back because
repairing the punctures has just been a pain in the arse. You also might be able to tell I am trying out a new camera setup. We have picked up the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 and I've been trying to get to grips with it as a cycling camera. I'm struggling a little bit, if I'm honest. I have warmed to it a lot since I've come out here just because the picture quality is phenomenal. It's just not that functional as a camera, especially not as an action camera. But we'll see how we get on with it. I think the audio is the main thing I need to sort now, which is why I've got this mic on me. I hate using these mics, to be honest, but if it's the only thing I can do to get decent audio, then so be it. What in the hell is going on with that writing behind me, the Van Rysel logo? Can you see that? How is that happening? That is wild. I don't know what's going on. The bike is just chilling there. How is the logo? What?
I'm just at the Port Palenza waiting for a lad called Harry. We are then going to roll out to Sa Pobla, where we are meeting the other two. Oh, it's perfect. There's not even any wind today. It's the nicest day I've had since I've been here, I think. And yes, at this point my legs are shaved. I've qualified for it now. I've done a 400k plus week. That was the criteria in my mind, and I've got a couple of races coming up too, so I don't think the hair's ever going to grow back either. It's I don't have too much of it down there anyway. Pretty mad. It's like cyclists and then people who get the ferry here. There, it seemed alright. There's not that many buses. Sometimes there's buses coming up and they obviously take over like half the road. It's pretty sketch. It's at the bottom of Sa Calobra again. Regretfully came to the bottom. I was going to stop at the top but got carried away. Right, Lucas and Yanis have disappeared into the abyss. They're having a bit of a dig up here. Classic one of them. Said they're going to be chilling. Get to the bottom and it's 300 blocks out the gates. I've not got the mental capacity today to stick onto a train like that, so I'm just pootling up by myself. But now's a good time to talk about my effort from last week because I don't think I've spoken about that enough.
Sa Calobra. So yeah, we managed to get ourselves a little PB. Very gassed with it and the time and that sort of stuff. I guess first off, even though everyone watching this is probably familiar with Sa Calobra, let's go through the specs. 9.5k climb, covering 680 odd meters or something along them lines, average gradient of 7%. So it's an interesting climb. I mean, it's a beautiful road aesthetically. I actually found it really tough to go up. There ain't an easy effort for me up Sa Calobra just because of the distance and how steep some parts of it are. I just can't chill up it. So every time I go up, I have to sort of dig a little bit anyway. And on the day we managed the PB, it wasn't actually intended on being a proper effort up there. We were there to recce it, me, Sean Albany and Rory. And the day after was going to be the actual planned effort. However, because them three are much superior riders out the gates, we were going pretty steady by my standards. And I decided that after about 20 minutes, I was suffering, if I'm honest. And I thought, I'm already halfway up now and we've set a fairly solid time. So I decided to tell them that we was going to go for a bit of a dig. And I think, to be honest, it's a disgustingly long climb for me to have a dig. Like, to be suffering for 40 odd minutes or more, it ain't nice. And the top half of it, or like, should I say the last 5 kilometers, etc., when you are out the forest area, and you can actually see the top. It's cruel. You can see all the hairpins and where you need to go, and you just feel like it's never getting closer. But I think with cycling in particular, when it comes to doing efforts or digs, whatever you want to call it, or longer climbs like this, you sort of just hit the trenches pretty early on, and you maintain a consistent level of harsh discomfort. Like, what I'm trying to say is it doesn't get worse. So for like the first 8k, I was uncomfortable, but it was the same level of discomfort pretty much the entire way up until the final couple of kilometers, when you really start to fight for your life. Yeah, last 2k were absolute nails. Every single ounce of my brain is telling me to just let off on the pedals and that, but I knew we were on for sub 40 and I didn't want to go over that and have to do the effort again tomorrow. So when we went under that little bridge, that signifies the last, I think, 600 meters or so. Rory gave us a shout and I was like, thank the fucking Lord for that. But my legs were empty at this point. Going up this last final stretch, I had nada left. I was trying to get out the saddle and give it some beans, but my legs were just depleted. But I think that's a good sign, because it means they paced me up perfectly. And I stumbled across the line in a time of 39 minutes and 30 seconds with an average power of 272 watts, which I could not have been more pleased with. And I can tell you now 1,000,000% I ain't getting a time like that if it wasn't for the lead out squad, so massive props to them lot.
Sub 40. Yeah, I bet. Take a sec.
But I think Calobra is so
I've got ourselves a puncture. We're back at the Repsol garage now. I nearly died a death up that Sa Calobra. Even though I was chilling, I just didn't feel good at all. Had a big pizza now. Just back down for Menia, and then we're in Pollença, so easy ride back for us. Get to flex the Psych Plus though today.
It's looking bleak out here today, boys and girls. We've got ourselves grey skies. It's currently raining on me a little bit, or at least it's trying to. I'm just on my way down into Pollença. I'm having a day off the bike today, catching up on admin, doing a bit of video editing and bits and bobs like that. I find when I come away doing stuff like this, even though technically I am like on a working trip, so to speak, I do just fall behind a little bit, because life is just bueno out here, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm on Spanish time, chilling, no stress. And it's good, but I do end up falling behind because of that. Something just proper nostalgic about Mallorca for me. It's the place my parents used to bring me and my brother when we was little ones. Used to stay in a resort, they'd ship us off to kids camp and that. And I never really appreciated it as a gaff until I started cycling, if I'm honest with you. I used to think it was just a bit boring, but it's actually a beautiful place. When it ain't raining at least. It's just like the buildings. Do you know any one of these gaffs? Just sitting out on your balcony in the morning with a cappuccino, glass of orange juice, croissant, oh, living the dream.
in-house.
I made
I remember last time I was here in Jan, the place was just deserted, ghost town. A lot more things have opened up now. Hotels are opening up, shops are back. It's got a bit more life to it. It's also the place to be if you want to buy 100% legit football shirts. I'm going to pick myself up another spare inner tube after the stinker we had with Yanis's puncture yesterday and the multiple stinkers I had last week with my 3 punctures.
Why am I fighting for my life trying to get this tyre off? It's been off about 13 times today. Now it's just doesn't want to play ball.
When you speak to people about tubeless, it's like Marmite. Some of them love it and live by it. Some of them live by the inner tube. I've never personally had a bad experience with tubeless. I was running it on my gravel bike for months and riding on some pretty sketchy terrains, and I never even had a puncture that I noticed anyway, because the sealant just sorted it ASAP. The only thing that I don't like about it is I'm basically super reliant on the bike shops and that to set it up, because I haven't got a Scooby, I have to do it myself yet.
Just waiting for a taxi over to the hotel that Zwift are operating in for the next few days and the weekend and that, and I told the guy I've got a bike box and he said it's going to be bueno, but I've got a lot of shit. He better show up in a decent sized car or I'm going to be in trouble.